Alright guys, so I've got a lock here, and it's a Bluetooth style lock, and I've seen some locks where you could actually break into them very easily. You can open up the back or enter these different areas where the lock is assembled. This one appears to be pretty difficult to accomplish that. It's pretty much flush, and there's no way to get a hold of it. I've actually thrown this at the ground multiple times, trying to impact it pretty heavily just to see what kind of response I would get from that. And so far, no problems. It still unlocks. It comes with I'm not going to show you the actual QR code, a little QR code you can scan when you're registering it. And it comes with some information, of course, for how to use it and scan. And it comes with some other documentation as well as an email and telephone for support in the event you need it. And then it comes with the micro USB charging cable. I just use my own. You can get 30 days of use out of this thing. I think it's 30 times a day or 40 days. It's a lot of use out of this thing. So you don't have to worry about that aspect as far as the battery, dying. And the app actually shows you the charge on this, which is really cool. So you can keep up with that as well. And the only problem I've had with it is it's inconsistent for me with registering, picking up my finger when I put my finger on it to unlock it. See, it didn't work. But with the phone, it works 100% of the time when it's connected, and it's pretty much instant. So I don't know if you can see this, but this is the main screen that you'll deal with the lock, the battery. You have the fingerprint settings, usage records, and authorization. So that's the app you interact with. And if I hit the unlock, you can see it unlocks, and it's instant. So let me do this. All right, so you can see it's locked. There is the app. Instant. So my suggestion is going to be, don't lock your phone in the locker, or register and re-register your fingerprint until you get this set up consistently where it works with your finger. I've registered both my right thumb and my left thumb, and I don't know how many tries I've made, but a lot of attempts. Not a single one has worked with this, and it's maybe 1 out of 5 with my left. So not perfect on that part, the thumb, but with the phone, super consistent. And you can actually share this with multiple people. You have 15 different registered users, I believe. But yeah, this is just a nice thing to have in the gym. Most people keep their phone with them, listen to music when they work out and things. So not a big deal that it doesn't always work with the finger, but the fact that it works every time with the phone makes it perfectly fine. You can go in and change different settings within the app as far as the fingerprint, register and reset, as you can see there. So that's an option. And this is the main screen that gives you the actual Bluetooth ID, and you can name it. And I thought I could name it more than what it did, but it's a very short name, so it didn't make Tweaks Lock did not work. But that's pretty much it. You could add more locks to this. You've got usage records, my friends, and personal center. So you can see right there. So you have some other settings, and in the personal center, you can set up whatever options you feel like. There's also a registration process you have to do. That takes a little bit of time. It took a couple of efforts on my part, 3 different times, to actually get it to successfully register. So that may be something that you run into. The included letter that's typed up that walks you through some of the steps and information. It kind of talks about that potential failure in registration. So keep that in mind. But overall, I mean, compared to a lock that costs twice as much that I've seen very easily bypassed with a suction cup, and you just screw the back off and pop it open, this is much better, even though it's not consistent about unlocking. The app, some people won't like the permissions that are required, and I think that deals with the sharing of contacts. If you want to share with other people, is why it has some of those permissions. And then the only other thing is the app speaks in Chinese. There's a little bit of English in there, but there's some Chinese that it speaks in. But you kind of know what's going on because you can see the thing on the screen when you're registering the fingerprint. There's a progression that shows the fingerprint, and it changes from white to green progressively. So that's how you know when it's registered in case you run into any problems. Hopefully that helps someone. Other than that, I think I've rambled enough, but like I said, this has been beat on, you know, like that, which is basically sort of a concrete floor with a little thin carpet padding. And it still unlocks. So, and I don't know how many times I've done that, but I've done that multiple times, and I've done it harder than that just to make sure and give it kind of a little bit of abuse. So anyway, if you're trying to secure a locker, this is a pretty cool way. Keep your phone on you, and if you want to find out more, maybe read some of the other reviews, get some more details about this lock, you can do so with the link below the video. Thanks for watching.